Good morning. You are most welcome in the visit destination. I hope you will subscribe it and put the bell icon so you can get notification of my videos at your appliances, whether computer, laptop or mobile, etc. Now let us describe what is the reason that Islam is not capable to accept by any intelligent, wise, or kind hearted person. First point is discrimination. The main objection to embrace Islam is its inhibits the discrimination against kafirs. Kafirs means who do not follow the Mikhail, Jibrail, Rasul, Quran, Prophet Muhammad Sahib and Allah. Without logically, we cannot follow all the facts which are false. But in Islam, there is no logic, there is no chance to provide any logic to others. But in Islam, it is a only rigid way that you have to follow Allah and His wise Quran, whether Quran is wrong or right, whether Quran discriminated the kafirs, but you have to follow. This is why when the inception of Islam, the first verses came to this earth as so-called by Prophet Muhammad and so-called by the Jibrail angel. The first verse was the that who does not follow the Islam will go to hell. However, he is a very good person. He did very good job in the favor of humanity and in the favor of mankind. Suppose if a doctor who invented a new medicine to curb any alliance, any alignment, he is good enough to the mankind, but not good enough to the Islam. Though many Muslims are taking drugs invented by the Kafirs, but why Islam did not object that you may not take the drugs and medicines which were invented by the Kafirs or non-Muslims, but in spite of the obligation of the Kafirs, Islam spreads only hates and hates. Islam states that kafir is below than the beast, animals, even below than the dog and pig. This is illogical term when the since of inception of Islam, the many verses came down so-called to so-called Prophet Muhammad by so-called Jibrail angel as the belief of Islam. And Allah, the first verse Allah discriminated the all nature into parts, the all humanity into parts. One who follow the Islam is known as Muslim, and second who do not follow the Islam, the non-Muslim, and non-Muslim are kafir, they will go certainly in the hell. No mean how they are good or how they did in favor of welfare of the society. For instances, all the scientists, all the doctors mostly are the non-Muslim, means the beast in the light of the Quran. They are lower than beast, they are lower than dog. But when these scientists and doctors and many philosophers are non-Muslim, तो why these Muslims are taking drugs or medicine from them, or those medicine which was invented by the non-Muslims or the Kafirs. This is the cunningness of Islam and the Prophet Muhammad said that he took all the benefits from the Kafir. Even the is Muslim is on the airplane of the Kafirs, made by Kafirs. Everything which are made by the Kafirs, the Muslims are using, but they are showing after that, taking that medicine to save their lives, that this Kafir doctor or this Kafir scientist will be in hell for the long time because he is not Muslim, he is non-Muslim. This is the discrimination of Islam and Quran and Prophet Muhammad, that this is the resultant of hatred amongst the humanity by the Islam and by the Muhammad. This is why the education of madrasa is, are the creation of terrorists, and we can say Islam itself is terrorism. There is no need to say that this is Islamic terrorism. You can simply say Islamic no, Islamist theory means Islam is the synonymous of the terrorism, and terrorism is the synonymous of the Islam. You see, when in the book, the Quran, it is certified that you can kill all the human on the basis of discrimination, that he is kafir, so he is wasbe qatal or suitable to kill. This theory, this hypothesis theory, creates a hates among the Muslims and non-Muslims, and even UNO, a Islamic propaganda was created by UNO also. If even a single Muslim killed in India, UNO tweeted that the Hindu are intolerant. But when every day three Hindu or Christian minority girls abducted by the Muslims and changed their religion and raped, and that after killed in every day three, but UN keep mum. UN has eyes his in its mouth. If any mouth having UNO, UNO is also involved in the propaganda of against Hindus and other minorities in Pakistan. So UNO is the only puppet of the Islamic agenda propaganda. UNO never criticized the Quranic verses who it's are spreading the hate. The third point, not to follow the Islam and the Quran, illogical aspects. In Quran, there are so many illogical aspects, as well as in science, as well as the point of view of science. In Quran and Islam, earth is flat, just like a carpet, and sun is revolving around the earth. This is not truth. Truth is that the sun not moving around the earth, but earth is moving around the sun, and earth is moving on its axis also. So the first aspect of Islam and Quran is false. Second false aspect, the creation of universe. In the Quran, earth was created by so-called Allah in the very first day of the creation of the universe. But the sun was created on the fourth day by this so-called Allah as branded by so-called Prophet Muhammad Sahib. This is not truth. Truth is that the sun is much older than the earth, million years older than the earth. But Quran states that earth earth creation very first day and the sun creation on the fourth day. This is the illogical fact of the Quran. And fourth, now video is to be very long. Fourth, Islam is a misguided missile. Islam is a misguided missile because in Islam there is no logic and very illogical facts in Quran provoke to killing the all humanity without any logic or without any sense. If you are not Muslim, you are kafir, you can be killed and there will be no punishment by Allah and so-called prophet. How this Allah and the Muhammad was cruel, were cruel, yeah, are cruel against the kafirs without any guilty or without any crime, a Muslim can kill the kafir. What a stupidity of Allah and the Prophet Muhammad. This stupidity reflects the mindset of the Islam and the Muslim and Prophet Muhammad side. Actually, Prophet Muhammad side did all the work which are insane as killing, rape, robbery, extortion as jizya tax. Then we can say the Islam is a misguided missile because misguided missile can damage all the building without any target or aim. Even misguided missile can damage its own buildings. This is why this Islam is divided in 73 parts, firqa, and they are killing each other to only obtain a seat in Jannat or heaven. They want to reserve a seat in Jannat. This is another. There is no Jannat, there is no heaven or hell afterward the life. And the Islam misguided missile also. Islam states that this our life is false and real life was after death. Who can say this? And who will see that there is a Jannat heaven or there is the canal of the vines? Nobody. Nobody will tell you where is the Jannat and when will this resurrection will. Resurrection will or not, it is also suspicious because many million years there a lot of creatures had been died, but this is the only fabricated false story to avoid any responsible answer by the Quran and the Hadith. This is why the Prophet Allah is saying there is a resurrection, but resurrection is only fabricated fairy tale story by the Islam, and the Allah was the creation of the Prophet Muhammad cunning mind to killing the all Jews at that time which were opposing the Prophet Muhammad Sahib and their and his philosophy as the misguided missile of Islam created a havoc in this world without any profit or benefit but only to curb the kafirs as per the doctrine of Islam and doctrine of Muhammad Sahib. Actually, Allah never seen by anybody or any person. It may be Allah is the only the creation of the mind of the Prophet Muhammad Sahib, and stupid peoples are following this misguided missile aspects and are killing the Christian and Hindus to only find out a seat, reserved seat in Jannat or heaven. So this is Islam is a reservation life for any Muslim. In this life, a Muslim want to reserve a seat in Jannat, and this is certified by the Quran that all the kafirs or non-Muslim will go to hell. Whenever they will go to hell, that what use of judgment day that Allah will decide who will go to hell or who will go to Jannah. Because Allah has already decided that a kafir will go to hell or Jahannam. Then the only judgment day will be for only the Muslims. The Allah will decide only at the resurrection day or at the judgment day that which Muslim will go to hell or to heaven. So, judgment of day have no value to the kafirs. So, you see, the Islam is a misguided missile which produce discrimination in the humanity, hate in the humanity, illegal aspects of the science. Quran and Islam did give nothing to this world in favor of happiness, in favor of wealthiness, in favor of medicine, to curb the alignments and to eradicate the all bad things from this world, wherein Islam introduced many bad aspects of the life which created a and havoc in this world and make this earth as a Jahannam or hell. So, please, my appeal to all Muslims who are educated, please see the whole aspect of the Islam, and you will find that Islam is nothing for giving in a single good thing to this mankind or humanity. Instead of Islam is a devastated tool or destructive tool to the mankind, especially for the kafirs and the other relevant people. This is my video. I think you will see, you will think, even the moment will think that what is the truth and what is the false and what is good or bad. I am closing this video to the for the very next Monday. I will release another video in favor of humanity. Humanity. Well wishes to all and the humanity. Vande Mataram.